Today, we are diving headfirst into one of the most baffling enigmas out there.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued already. What is it?
Skinwalker Ranch.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah.
Of course, who isn't at least a little curious about that place?
Exactly. And trust me, even if you think you know a thing or two about this place, this deep dive is going to take you down a rabbit hole of the weird and unexplained.
I am so ready for this. Hit me with it.
So we're basing our deep dive today on a fantastic article from Utah.com, and it just lays everything out there.
Yeah.
The history, the stories, the theories.
Okay, I'm already hooked.
Right. We're talking UFOs, cattle mutilations.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe even interdimensional portals. I mean, how can you not be fascinated by this stuff?
Absolutely. And you know, what always gets me is the name itself, Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh, yeah, that's where you have to start.
Like right off the bat, it sets this eerie, almost supernatural tone.
Totally. Like, you know something's not quite right from the get-go.
Yeah, and it's rooted in Navajo tradition, right?
Uh-huh. The Skinwalker, a shape-shifting witch who can take the form of different animals.
Creepy. Just the stories surrounding the Skinwalker are enough to send shivers down your spine.
No kidding. So now picture this. It's 1994. The Sherman family moves onto the secluded ranch in Utah, thinking they're in for the peaceful country life.
Oh boy, were they wrong.
Right. And things start getting strange almost immediately.
Strange how? Like, what kind of strange are we talking about?
Well, you know, those classic unexplained lights in the sky.
Ah, the hallmarks of any good mystery.
Exactly. And just weird sounds, like things you can't explain, you know?
Okay, yeah, I can see how that would start to creep you out.
But then it escalated.
Okay, escalated how? Give me the juicy details.
There's this story about a giant wolf, like way bigger than any normal wolf that the family encounters.
Oh, I've heard of this. Go on.
So Terry Sherman, the father, he sees this massive wolf and actually shoots at it multiple times.
Oh, wow.
But the bullets have no effect. And then, poof, the wolf just vanishes.
Wait, vanishes like into thin air?
Gone. And they couldn't find any tracks, no sign of it anywhere.
That is so freaky.
Right. I mean, what do you even do with that kind of encounter?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? But the wolf is just the tip of the iceberg, right?
Oh, there's so much more. We're talking crop circles, disembodied voices, and get this, cattle mutilation.
Oh, man, the cattle mutilations are a whole other level of disturbing.
Totally. And it's a recurring theme throughout the history of Skinwalker Ranch, which makes it even creepier, you know?
It's like a pattern, different people, different times, but the same kinds of unexplained events.
Exactly. It really makes you wonder if the land itself is somehow cursed or something.
Or maybe something about the land attracts these strange phenomena, you know?
That's a good point. So after all this, in 1996, the Shermans decided to sell the ranch.
I can't blame them after everything they went through.
And the buyer was Robert Bigelow, a millionaire known for his fascination with UFOs.
Okay, so now we're getting into some serious UFO territory.
Right, and this sale actually caused a bit of controversy because some people thought the Shermans were trying to capitalize on their story.
Oh, interesting. So, like, they were making it all up for the money?
Yeah, that was the suspicion. But here's the thing. They actually sold the ranch for a surprisingly low price.
Really? That kind of throws a wrench in that theory, doesn't it?
It does. Makes you think maybe they just really wanted to get away from that place.
Maybe it was just too much for them to handle.
Probably. So Bigelow, he was undeterred by all the strangeness.
Oh, no, he was diving right in.
He founded the National Institute for Discovery Science, or NIDSci,
I've heard of them.
and basically set up shop at the ranch to seriously investigate these phenomena.
Okay, so they had scientists, researchers, the whole shebang out there looking into this stuff.
Yep. They were determined to get to the bottom of what was happening at Skinwalker Ranch.
And what did they find?
Well,
What did they find?
they found more of the same.
More of the same, you mean?
More unexplained lights, more cattle mutilations, and even their equipment started malfunctioning in ways they couldn't explain.
Okay, now that is seriously creepy. Like the ranch itself was resisting their attempts to study it.
Yeah, like it was saying, nope, not going to figure me out that easily.
It gives me chills just thinking about it. It's wild, right? But here's the thing that really gets me.
What's that?
This weirdness, it's not just limited to the ranch itself.
You're right. This article talks about how the whole Uinta Basin is like a UFO hotspot.
Yeah, people have been reporting strange lights in the sky there since the 50s.
Like way before the Shermans even set foot on Skinwalker Ranch.
Exactly. And we're not just talking about your average run-of-the-mill UFO sightings either.
Oh, yeah. These are some seriously bizarre lights.
Some reports describe these lights taking on specific shapes, like doorways.
Or like portals.
Right. Imagine looking up in the night sky and seeing something like that.
It'd freak me out. And then there's that story about the car.
Oh, yeah. The car that moved on its own, leaving no tracks behind.
It's like something straight out of an X-Files episode. Makes you wonder if whatever's happening at Skinwalker Ranch is somehow bleeding out into the surrounding area.
It's like this whole region is touched by something unexplained.
Okay, so how do we even begin to explain all of this? This article throws out a few theories.
Yeah, there are a lot of different ideas out there, some more believable than others.
Well, right off the bat, I think we can rule out the everyone's lying theory.
Oh, absolutely. With so many reports from credible witnesses spanning decades, it's just not a plausible explanation.
Right. So let's dive into some of the more intriguing possibilities.
Hit me with them.
Okay, first up, the classic alien theory. Could Skinwalker Ranch be some kind of extraterrestrial hub?
It's definitely a popular theory.
And it kind of makes sense, right? Maybe they're drawn to this area for some reason, observing us, studying us.
Like their own little Earth reality show.
Exactly. But then why this specific location? What makes Skinwalker Ranch so special to them?
That's the big question, isn't it? It's a mystery within a mystery.
Totally. Okay, now for a theory that's even more out there.
Oh, I love it. Lay it on me.
What about interdimensional visitors? What if these aren't beings from another planet, but from another dimension?
Okay, now we're getting into some serious sci-fi territory.
And maybe those portal-shaped lights, those are glimpses into these other realities.
Oh, that's mind-blowing. And some physicists do believe that other dimensions could exist.
So maybe Skinwalker Ranch is like a point where these dimensions intersect with our own?
I mean, it's a wild idea, but
Yeah,
who knows, right? The universe is full of mysteries.
exactly. Okay, now for a theory that's a bit more grounded in science.
All right, let's hear it.
The article mentions a neuroscientist named Michael Persinger.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of him. What's his take on Skinwalker Ranch?
Well, he has this theory that the strange experiences there could be caused by geophysical forces that create hallucinations in the brain.
So, like, the land itself is messing with people's perceptions?
Yeah. Imagine this. The unique geology of Skinwalker Ranch is creating these electromagnetic fields, and these fields are affecting people's brains, causing them to see or hear things that aren't really there.
So they think they're seeing a UFO or a creature, but it's actually just their brain playing tricks on them.
Exactly. It's like a natural version of those sensory deprivation tanks.
Right, where your brain starts to create its own reality.
But even if that's the case, it doesn't explain why these experiences are so consistent, you know?
That's the thing, right? Different people, different times, but similar experiences.
And it all seems to center around Skinwalker Ranch.
It's like there's something about that place, regardless of the explanation, that attracts the strange and unexplained.
Maybe we're not supposed to understand it, you know?
Maybe some mysteries are best left unsolved.
True. But that doesn't mean we can't try to figure them out.
Absolutely. That's what makes this stuff so fascinating. It challenges our understanding of the world and forces us to ask big questions.
And at the end of the day, that's what this deep dive is all about, right?
Yeah.
Exploring the unknown and grappling with the mysteries that surround us.
Exactly. So what do you think? Any of these theories resonating with you?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm kind of leaning towards the interdimensional visitor theory just because it's so out there.
I hear you. The idea of other dimensions is just so intriguing.
But who knows, maybe Persinger's onto something, and it's all just our brains misinterpreting natural phenomena.
That's the beauty of it. We just don't know for sure. It's up to each of us to decide what we believe.
And hey, even if we never fully solve the mystery of Skinwalker Ranch, the journey of exploration is what matters.
I couldn't agree more.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting serious X-Files vibes from all this.
Oh, totally. Me too. It's like we're Mulder and Scully trying to piece together this paranormal puzzle.
And even with all the research and all the theories, Skinwalker Ranch is still this big, giant question mark.
That's what makes it so captivating, right?
Yeah.
It's a place where science and the supernatural collide.
And we may never have a definitive answer.
Maybe that's part of the appeal, you know? It keeps us guessing. It forces us to confront the unknown.
So, what do you think is really going on at Skinwalker Ranch? Is it aliens? Interdimensional beings? Or just some freaky geological quirk?
We've gone through the evidence, the eyewitness accounts, the theories. Now it's up to each of you listening to decide what you believe.
Because there's no right or wrong answer here.
Exactly. It's about exploring the possibilities, keeping an open mind.
And maybe even questioning our own understanding of reality.
Even if we never fully crack the code of Skinwalker Ranch, just the fact that these phenomena exist is mind-blowing.
It reminds us that there's still so much out there that we don't understand.
That the world is full of mysteries waiting to be explored.
So keep looking up at the stars, keep asking questions, and who knows, maybe you'll have your own encounter with the unexplained someday.
And hey, if you do, be sure to let us know.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the mysteries of Skinwalker Ranch.
Until next time, stay curious.
Thank you for joining CMF Conspiracies podcast. What do you think about the topic we covered today? Comment below with your thoughts on this subject. If you have a conspiracy you wish for us to deep dive into, please send your topic to our email address or leave it in the comments. Thank you again for watching. Like and subscribe for more content like this.